Welcome back to another Overlord Season 3 review. Today is Episode 2. I'm Justin.
What is up? I'm Logan.
And together we're Couchback. As always, we are anime viewers only, no source material, and we're going to discuss the episode and give our scores at the end. You ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Sure. We're going to jump into too much. In the beginning, we got them, the main crew together, right? They're in there. They're talking about their plans. Well, Demiurge is talking about the plans because Ein's trying to figure out what the hell the plans are, right?
I do think it's kind of funny that Demiurge's like, yeah, you want to take over the world, right? And he's like, sure.
Sure. He was like, what? What? He's like, yeah, that's why you caught Carnate Village, right? It's to prove that domination. Not like, and it's like, yeah, man.
yeah,
he's like,
you figured it out.
I like this. Like, you remember the thing? Yeah. He's like, the thing? Yeah. What thing? He has no idea. Doesn't remember anything.
It was pretty funny.
But yeah. So like, talking about it is like, oh, we took over the underworld, so we can, move in basically that way. Which I am just one we don't pick up at all from last episode at the bath scene. Like,
was interesting.
They left that was like a cliffhanger, right? And then this episode they're like, no, there was no cliffhanger there. It was just something happening. Okay, just forget about it. We'll come back to it.
No, we won't.
So, yeah. Well, after we learn about world dominance, we get Goblin Village Simulator. Yeah, this season I feel like is like, oh, let's learn about the world, and by the time we get to season 4 or 5, we'll start dominating these people.
I mean, we already brought this up last time, but this is definitely not I don't know. It's kind of like a parallel to last season, where we're focusing on a different group entirely. Well, I'm assuming so. I mean, it's only been one episode, so it's not as bad as Lizard People yet, at least in my opinion. But like, why are entire episodes dedicated to these minor characters? And I know some people be like, oh, it's good they don't leave characters behind, like these characters were introduced in like season 1 or whatever, or like, oh, it's world building, but like, why does it have to be why can't like we do that with like Nazarick? Why can't Nazarick people do stuff while we develop the world? Why do I have to watch goblins just dick around for 10 minutes?
That's been problem so far. Like this, I know our opinion on the first one wasn't too popular, but I'm sticking by it. I'm sticking by it even more now. Because literally nothing happens in 2 episodes.
Right. Like, what progressed? They found a little goblin kid, and he came from somewhere where he got attacked. That was the most...
That was literally like the very end, where he's like, the giant of the east and the demon snake of the west have teamed up. Whoever the fuck they are, right? Maybe we learned about them before. I would have forgotten by now.
Right. But even so, like, nothing is threatening anymore, really, because we've seen Ainz be OP as shit, and Nazarick,
and the whole crew,
be OP as shit.
They're gonna come, right? Like, if they're moving towards Carnate Village, which is part of like Nazarick, because they're protecting it, because that was like the part of the whole thing. Like, when those 2 show up, Nazarick's just gonna come out and eliminate them. Like,
right. But that's the thing, like, season 1 was enjoyable because it focused on Ainz being OP as fuck, doing stuff, badass shit, just being cool every episode.
It feels like it's in reverse order, right? It feels like we started towards like the end, and now we're moving towards the beginning. Like, it feels like some of this stuff should have been end before Ezra came in, just started blowing everything up, right? Like,
right.
We should have built the world from the beginning, not just now.
Yeah, well, because
maybe I could care about these characters if we learned about them early.
Well, the thing is,
and then they interacted with Nazarick.
It's fine to like develop minor characters, but the thing is, you already have a entire cast of cool ass characters in Nazarick that don't get any screen time besides bowing down to Ainz, and then you want me to focus on some shy little boy and some girl and their goblin gang. That's like, why can't we see more of like Demiurge or Albedo, like when she's not fawning over Ainz, or like the two twins, or literally any of them doing like last episode.
A lot of they haven't been developed like at all, to be honest. Like
right.
All the
well,
goblins,
last
like,
season we got Cucutus, which was
we got
cool.
Some development with him, but like no character development has really been built out for any of the others. Like a little bit with Shouts here, a little bit with Albedo, but like really there hasn't been too much like depth or growth with their characters. And that's what I think we should be focusing on.
Obviously Sabus too.
Yeah, Sabus got a lot.
But that like that's enjoyable when like why can't we have more of that of like
why have can't someone else here with like one of the other weird ones here with
right, like if you're gonna
Carnate Village at the same time.
Exactly, like have it tie into I don't know.
I mean maybe next episode on a couple they'll bring in like one of them and then they'll be working with them to like help against like the Giant of the East, the Demon Snake.
I don't know how much. I don't know. I don't know if I can trust it because that's how I felt last season with the lizard people, and even then.
And then it was just all lizard people.
But like, that's what also annoys me. Like, I know lizard people was last season, but like, what was the point of focusing so much on the lizard people that they could take them over? Yeah, wow, didn't see that coming. Is that what they're gonna do here? Is like the East and West people, they're gonna fight them and take them over, and just I don't know.
I mean, their goal is world domination.
I mean, yeah, I'd rather just see like
I'd rather see the world dominating part.
I'd rather just see them actually fighting than watching goblins. It just I don't know. It's frustrating that the season 1 gave me an impression. And now season 2 and season 3 are just like not, they don't feel the same.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, I just kind of upset so far with this season how like nothing's progressed at all. Like nothing story-wise has progressed. Nothing plot-wise has progressed. No character development so far. Like it's just
like if I were to finish season 2, literally skip these episodes, I wouldn't miss anything. Just some slice of life stuff, I guess.
Yeah, slice of life.
Nothing really important at all. Like I just don't see how like.
That doesn't mean like. I know it sounds like we're fully hard on. That doesn't mean there weren't like decent moments in here and some like good laughs, but that's not.
But like, okay, for example, like season 1 ended with a super strong member of Nazarick being taken over and having to fight Ainz, and he even admitted like it was a tough ass fight where he had to prepare for like a long like super prepared.
He used a lot of spells, okay.
Right.
And, which is kind of like mentioned in the beginning of this episode, right? They want to announce their country that way to bring those people out.
Right, but like
can we just do that without going into Carnate Village?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, this super threat is out there. And then we just ignore it for like a season and a half.
It's like, hopefully next episode they announce their countries here. We're like, hey, we're Nazarick. We're full of non-human creatures. We're going to take you all over. And then see what happens. Instead, that probably won't happen because they'll be like, oh, the Giants, these and Demon Snakes, let's go take care of that first. And we're just going to forget we were going to announce ourselves.
I really hope it's not like oh, the East and West are going to join. I'll take you to them so you can see, and we spend all episode.
Here's what's going to happen. The East and West are teamed. North and South are going to team. The North and South, East and West are going to fight. Nazarick's going to be caught in the center, and they're going to have to fight everyone.
That's
what I'm calling it. But we'll get it next season.
I don't get it. I understand people love Overlord, but like I feel like it could be so much better.
Oh, it could be so much better in my opinion.
It's just frustrating, I guess. I don't know. There's not much to say about this episode. They literally hung out in a goblin village for 15 minutes. What'd they do there? Just mess around. What happened? Some little goblin kid got attacked by a wolf. They saved him. He said, so and so are joining
August.
together.
That is pretty much.
And that is
Yep.
literally the whole episode.
Yep, you ready to jump on scores then with that?
Sure.
Unpopular opinions number 2, maybe?
I mean, I'm just being my personal opinion isn't God's word. Our personal opinions are just what we think. I'm going to go with, like, probably 4-ish. Like, I feel like every season now I'm waiting for something to happen. It's like, let me get through all these dumb, let me get through the lizard people, let me get through the goblin people. Okay, finally, Ainz is doing something. Finally, Nazarick is fighting people.
Yeah, it's more like, oh, Nazaryk's doing something. Where the fuck is Ainz still? Is Ainz here yet?
Like, I don't
Oh,
know.
Ainz is here now.
The thing
Oh,
that
it's
cool about
over.
Overlord was just the OP as shit characters going at each other. And they are like, let's just slow that down completely to a stop and we'll have one cool fight at the end of the season.
I just want to get back to more Demiurge breeding. Okay. No. Anyway, I agree. That's a 4. Like, nothing to me really happened. Like, it's not even like good world building. We already know about this village. Like, I don't need to see how exactly they live their lives by going to get plants out in the woods. That's fun. I love watching characters pick flowers for an episode.
I love them being able to just,
I mean, there were fine interactions, but it's not making a show. That's like, it's not. I don't know. It's like,
I mean, if
identity issues. I
you
guess.
didn't know the title of this show, you wouldn't think it's Overlord, right? Like, let's say someone watched the first season and I showed them this, like, well, I mean, from the beginning you'd know it's Overlord, but if I showed them the whole Goblin section, they'd be like, this is some other random anime. Like, I don't know, it just... I already gave my score. I'm not ranting anymore.
Yeah, I think that does it for for the review.
That means just give us the spiel.
As always, if you want to try finding us the story and plot, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe,
People are
hit the
gonna think
notification bell. Maybe that does something. I don't know. The bell's just there. Just click it.
people think we hate Overlord, which is even true, but
It's not even true. I hate it. I hate this season so far. Well, I hate the show. But yeah, comment down below. Let us know what you thought about this episode, what you didn't like, what you scored, anything. Just no spoilers or anything like that, as we are anime viewers only. Yeah, streamer on twitch.tv. Links to the description below along social media. And until next time, peace out.
see ya.